Hello and welcome, my lovely Cancer. Cancer, your card in the tarot is the Chariot card. It is the card of movement by free will, using your own free will. All right, Cancer, this is your weekly intuitive energy and card reading for the week of December 12th through December 9th through 15th, 2019. This is a general reading, but remember that the sign you were born under, the stars you were born under, is not personality programming. That would negate free will, and life happens for you, not against you. So actually what it is are the lessons you need to learn in your, collectively as a group under your sign of Cancer. So just like a good fable or fairy tale, there will be lessons that resonate with you in here, either in total or in partial. So do hang around for the entirety of the reading, because those will be of value. And of course, I will always do cartomancy love, and I think I figured out how to get some more lovey-doveyness from it. All right, so what do we have in the skies above us? Well, we still have Mars in Scorpio, and believe it or not, if you are not moving forward right now, you are still in that Scorpio energy. That's why I was in complete and total slow motion for the last couple weeks. It's like my intuition's on point, but my body was just kind of crawling along for a little bit. And then once I kind of got through the emotions of it and really sat down and worked with what, was bothering me, I was able to move forward, releasing that energy and then hopping into my happy Mars energy. I'm in Aries, so I'm ruled by Mars. So what else do we have? This is all 2020 preparedness. I did talk about that. So we have Jupiter in Capricorn. Now, Jupiter in Capricorn, Jupiter expands everything it touches, and Capricorn is that CEO, role-playing energy, devil kind of energy, the kind of energy we like to stay in, pleasure island energy. So, and then when we have this Pluto and Saturn movement coming up as well, it's got that Saturn is all about karma, karma, karma. Pluto's like gifting energy, like Santa Claus energy. It's all going to be about, were you naughty or nice? Did you do the woodwork or not? Now, this isn't coming in 2020. This is all being magnified right now. It's going to, of course, be the strongest with some January things, but this is the energy of right now as well. Now, the big energy of the week, which you're going to start ramping up our energy and our strength. Full moons do strengthen me. On 12/12 at 12:12 a.m. Eastern time. That's a lot of 12s. And the angel number of 12 is an angel number of ascension. It is coming into your own power and your own energy. This full moon is a full moon in Gemini. It's that flighty, flirty energy. It's that opening up energy that we all loved over the Cancer season with the new moon in Gemini. That would have been in early June, if you remember. But this is a little colder because it happens under the full cold moon, is what they're calling it, the long night's moon, because as we're approaching the darkest night in the summer solstice, the darkest point of the year. So this full moon is actually represented by the Nine of Swords. Now, the Nine of Swords card happens right before you get completely stabbed in the back and left for dead. But this is preparation for that battle, for that moment. But it's knowing these burdens. You know you're going to lose with them. And so it's time to let them go. Combined with all this pre-holiday Sagittarius and Sun and Sag energy, now we know why everybody comes out during the holidays and during Christmas, and all those family secrets pop out on us. It's all that Gemini full moon energy. And it's just time to let go of the burdens of secrets, of lies, of, especially large family secrets. It's a caution to be warm and open. Do not be cold. Do not be resistant to vulnerability, because it is an opportunity for absolute, even change across generations. All right, it's a lot to take in for 1 week, but it's a lot going on. That's just beautiful energy. So let's get to that reading. All right, me being the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling. with unconditional love and, of course, gratitude. And this is my charismatic gift that I share with you. And that is why I thank you oh so much for sharing your energy with me and for all your likes, your subscribes, your views, your comments. They're actually quite amazing. So, let's see what we got for my Cancers. The question is, what do my Cancers need to know about the energy this week? What kind of energy is going to hit you this week? And then I'll check in on some love movements. To start, I have the King of Swords in reverse, logic. Cancer, you're really trying to think with your... you're really trying to say your emotions are making logical sense. But it really isn't. You're really just kind of acting without emotion, more so. It's almost like you... this is also the Aquarius, the card in reverse if you're working with an Aquarius, if you have an Aquarius in your energy. But this is a person who carries, first of all, they carry their emotions in a jar. They don't carry them in their heart. And in reverse, this is just emptying. It's a complete emptying of any emotions available. In its attempt to not balance that energy. The King of Swords is that balanced energy of truth and emotion. They're the highest initiate. And so... for them to actually be in reverse, they're not really pulling it together anyway. Even if you are dealing with an Aquarius. What else do we have, Spirit, for my Cancer? Spirit, please clarify the King of Swords for us. Okay. Oh, okay. For the King, a lot of air energy, Cancer, here, because I have this Queen of Swords. This is Libra energy, because it could be any air sign, as could that of King of Swords. We have a true pair on the board, hun. Cancers. A King and Queen of the same suit means that there's love in the air of some kind. Of course, somebody ain't speaking up about it, and somebody ain't, they're really trying not to feel this. They're trying to come at it in a smart way, it seems like. And I have this Decadence card here. The Decadence, so I have a true pair. This Decadence card is the Tower card. The Tower card is the Unlived card. It is basically you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not living what you're supposed to be living. You keep hesitating on a change, that step forward, whatever it is. And so Spirit comes in and dramatically forces you in that direction, even if it will leave you living in your car. If that. That's the Tower. This angel in this card, this Decadence card, she has never used her power. So she's never really won her wings. She's seen the work other angels have done, and, you know... It's just, she just never really got to it, I suppose. And because of that, she is struck down to, with her power in that little jar, her sight, her vision, her knowing. It's, she has to expand it. It's too small. You're living too small. There's something that's going to hit you. This Tower is going to hit you. Abruption is the name of that card. Oof. A true pair with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with the Tower. Spirit, what's with the Tower for my lovely Cancers? Oh, definitely an Aquarius in your energy. The Star card. The Aquarius card. This is also the card of a wish coming true. Following the path. Following the proper path. You have an air path here. You do have a true pair, which could be a love thing, but it's also this true path of air, of speaking, of writing, a very wordsy, very thoughtsy thinking. It could be a scientific path as well. Because even though this is the wish come true card, most the descriptions of the cards talk about, you know, the resources you have available to you and your resourcefulness you have available to you. In other words, you have a true pair, and you're about to go through the Tower. And this Tower moment is basically going to make your wish come true. Spirit, help us out here. A Tower moment for our wish come true, but we all know how frightening. It's like lightning hitting your life. You know, you are left lightning doesn't always leave a lot of fire, and sometimes you're just left with a lot of stone and wood and to rebuild your life. And it's kind of what Spirit is saying. You need to rebuild. You really need to rebuild. So much is going to be taken away that you really have, it's almost like you have no other option but to move forward with this. It's almost like if you don't, it's just you're nonsensical. Now's the moment, now's the time to not live safely. You almost have nothing left to risk. And it doesn't seem as detrimental as, you know, yes, it doesn't seem as detrimental as your house actually burning down. But what it does feel like is it feels more like an opportunity strikes. An opportunity strikes with the Tower card next to the Star card. It's not your house burning down. It's definitely opportunity striking for you. Something you may have given up on or didn't think about, and then it's like you see something that you can totally win. You can totally take that prize. Yeah, I do have this Two of Pens, flexibility, and the Moon in reverse, concealment in reverse. This is some truth coming out. I think that this is like you have not been living your dream, and then something happens. You lose your job, the company shuts down, maybe you win $5,000 in the lottery. It's or you've just paid off your mortgage, and you're kind of sitting there and like, what's next? It's like you've definitely done some work, and I do feel like you do have a buddy, since I do have a true pair here, but it's also very airy. This Two of Pens. This is something that you just can't withhold anymore. You can't keep yourself from anymore. It's a balance card, and it's a balance card of balancing your 3D and your 5D, your spiritual and your physical existence. But it's also a decision card, a moving forward card. And when it's in reverse, it's like I can't not do this anymore. It's like I've been holding off on this, and it's time. And this is just the honesty. I know, there's a knowing. I know I can succeed at this now that we don't have a mortgage or a car payment, or now that, you know, this is really putting yourself out there for your hopes and dreams. And the person you're with wants to just run with you with that King of Swords in reverse. They're willing to run with you as long as it's fair and reasonable, which is probably why we have the Queen of Swords in the upright, the fairness card. As long as they get to play golf on the weekends. Eight of Swords, yeah, breaking free from imprisonment. You're stuck in something, and now you're out of it. You're coming out of it. You're making a choice to step out of it. This is the choice that you're going to be making with the Two of Pens and the Moon. And it's going to be a very public choice. It almost feels like you would have loved to speak about this years ago. All right. Advice from Spirit, and then I'll pull some love cards. Advice from Spirit. Come on, Spirit, let's get some advice. Yeah, this is like no excuses. And it's not like, yeah, it's no excuses. Your wish will be coming true, kind of thing. And it's not even a wish. It's something you want to work on. You're not going to have to give up much for this. You're going to be able to stay where you are. This is Spirit telling me that with the Six of Swords in reverse, stay where you are in terms of like financial position. You won't have to like give up your car. You won't have to give up your house. You won't have to give up your marriage. No, you're going to be able to stay where you are. You're going to be able to kind of hang in there, kind of thing. And the Eight of Wands. Yeah. You're going to be able to let go and surrender to what you are now. There's something about this dream that you're going to have to surrender to what you are now. Meaning that the Eight of Wands in reverse is very Jesus take the wheel card. I'm going to give it over to Spirit. It's you know, I'm going to put myself out there for where I am. And and Spirit, let Spirit do the rest. I do have the Ten of Pence in reverse. So you might have a little financial difficulty, or you might have to make a financial sacrifice. Even though you should be living a little better, you might have to still kind of cut corners, or there's going to be changes in the way things are. And everything seems, it's almost like a second act. I feel that coming for a lot of people, a second act, like a second career. Like, I have no reason to be a CPA anymore. I can go to vet school and be a vet. So it's like you're going to be taking on student loans, you know, at 50. It's that kind of energy, this Ten of Pence in reverse, if that makes sense. It's not like, oh my gosh, it's not going to happen. No, not at all. It's very, yeah. You're just going to be on your way. It's just movement. And it's very airy energy. So, and I did pick up, oh my god, I picked up student loans. This is might be going back to school. Any of you who've thought about going back to school, this energy is welcome right now in your lives. Alright. Let's pull some messages from Spirit on love. Okay. I have an earth sign, a Queen of Diamonds. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's the energy of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the Seven of Swords. Is this person giving you trouble? This is a little dishonesty. And has an earth sign been dishonest with my lovely Cancers? Have they been, does it feel like they're pulling away? It does. I do feel like you're working on this. You're trying to work on this with the Joker in reverse. I mean, Joker upright. It's like you're trying to comprehend what's going on, but you can't because this person is being dishonest. You've planted seeds that you realize you've really put in the work, the time, the money to make this work, and this person was dishonest. Let's see what is love. Okay. Ooh. Alright, I have a public victory here. Six of Wands. It's a win. It's still going to be a win. This feels more like a partnership of some kind. If it is a marriage or a love relationship, it has a little businessy vibe to it. But it's still connected with love, and I'll explain why. It's the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Pence. That Seven of Swords, that dishonesty, it's not extreme dishonesty. It's like bad businessship. That's why that came out. Spirit says it's like they fucked up in business, and they didn't maybe pay the taxes for the whole year, and you're just kind of finding out about it. And it's also the Seven of Cups. You've made your choice. This person may have made a bad call that's going to hurt for a bit, but you also realize that this person and you are going to be able to pull out of this because you're going to be able to work together. Three of Wands, work together. And this is working on something going public, which is wonderful because you have a public victory to start. And so you're going to be able to work on that. And you're going to be able to work on your image too with that Three of Wands. And this Eight of Cups is just, I know it's in tarot, it's a walking away from card, but in cartomancy, it's a balancing card. It's balancing the love you have in your heart for others and you. It's not just walking towards something, it's walking away from something, just walking into each other's arms. This is what it feels like. It feels like, yeah, this is like, this feels like, the Seven of Swords feels like an admission that somebody's really anxious about an earth sign probably in your energy that just does not want to tell you that they messed up. It's not cheating. It absolutely has to do with the money, and it has to do with plans maybe that you made that are going to be canceled. Yeah, this is the conflict. Plans that are going to be canceled. There are plans that are going to be canceled because somebody kind of messed up with money. Not in love. I think you're going to be like, did you cheat on me? Male or female? And it's going to be, it's still going to break your heart, but they did not cheat on you. It feels like oh, wow. Sorry, I'm wrong. It feels more like a financial betrayal. And a lot of yelling and a lot of arguing, because I do have the Three of Swords here, which is just a lot of pain about this. This is heartbreak. But then I realize you have 3 threes in this reading. So you have 2 fives, which is just conflict and competition in love. And then I have 3 threes here. Okay, this is like, where's the fucking money? We had plans. Now we have to cancel plans. And you're going to take a deep breath. And you're going to balance your energy. And as you go through what actually happened, the conflict and the competition is going to become apparent. And that's going to be, there's interference. Now this is like over partying. This is where the fucking money go. Bars. Going out with another person. Even if it's not a lover, it's still another person that's taking them away from your marriage. Because it's making them think marriage or commitment. It's making them try and feel single. Or be single too. But this definitely does feel like... and then I have this card. I'm sorry, this was in reverse. The Six of Cups. Your home is going to suffer from this. This is like... Remember I talked about the Nine of Swords moment... you know, that Christmas moment. You might be announcing a divorce over Christmas. And if you're not announcing a divorce, you are kicking your mother-in-law or your sister. There's somebody, it could even be your own sister, but there's like interference in your marriage. You guys need to live alone even. So it might even just be that, because cheating, it doesn't really feel like sex. It feels like, it almost feels like you guys make up with sex here. With this 7 of Cups and this 8, it's like make-up sex. It's like, I've choose you, baby. Even though you fucked up, we're gonna get through this. And then all this like betrayal and stuff. It's like, it's not, unless, you know, they don't confess to cheating till afterwards. Which, yeah, that's possible too. Just keep an eye out, man, because your home's in danger. Danger, danger. Not all of you, though. It's not sex for all of you. Some of this is it's a family member. Definitely a family member with that 6 of Cups. Alright. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, Cancer. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip or donate if the spirit moves you. Everything is in the box below. And have a very good week, my lovely Cancer.